Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, there was a lot of news overnight for a Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and the market's trying to digest what all this means. And first of all, there was headlines that there is a pre-exit deal, and quickly there was some talk about how this is similar to 3 deals prior that the UK Parliament voted down. So we don't really have a deal, but we have a framework that could be a deal. And Hightower feels that all of this turmoil and unknown in Europe has allowed the US dollar to rally 10%. So we're just kind of wondering, will this pull the dollar back 10% from its highs? We're always seeing weakness over the last 2 days on the dollar because of what's going on in Europe. The other news is that there was a lot of articles overnight about the Chinese willing to buy U.S. ag goods and willing to step up to the plate, and if there is a signed deal. From the U.S., Secretary of Treasurer said that there is no deal yet, that they're working on the paperwork, and the last thing we knew was that there might be a signed agreement in November when the 2 presidents meet in Chile. There is talk that the Chinese may need 1 to 2 million tons of U.S. high-quality hard red winter wheat. They have plenty of corn, and there's also talk that South American corn values are a steep discount to the U.S. It feels like the Chinese don't want to be saddled with a particular amount that they have to buy every year. A quick reminder is a lot of people feel that this trade deal with the U.S. and China, if signed, wouldn't really take effect until 2022, and that we're looking at $50 billion worth of U.S. goods they buy over a 2-year time frame. And that's pretty much equal to the amount they bought in 2017 before we started with all this trade issues. The other thing that we're looking at as far as weather is concerned, looks like the U.S. weather pattern is going to dry out for at least 10 to maybe 12 days. That should help harvest progress. There was, on the American model, a pretty big rain/snow event next weekend across the especially northern part of the Midwest, and so we'll kind of have to watch that pretty closely. Brazil weather looks great. Argentina, though, is starting to dry out, so we'll just kind of have to monitor that pretty closely. Funds yesterday, they were buyers of wheat, but sellers of corn, beans, and meal, and bought a little bit of oil. So through all this news, the funds are still short a little wheat, short 100,000 corn, and long about 30,000 beans. And so what's interesting is that analysts are already starting to predict 2020 U.S. acres by crop. Yesterday we had one private group said that the U.S. farmer might plant 95 million corn acres, 85 million wheat acres, and almost 85 million bean acres, and almost 45 wheat acres in 2020. This would produce a 15.6 corn crop, 4.3 billion bushels of beans, and 1.9 billion bushels of wheat. They also, another group mentioned that they could also see acres like that, given the corn-bean ratio, and that farmers probably didn't get to plant 20 million acres this year of crops because of the wet spring. So again, all that offers some resistance to the deferred 2020 contracts, assuming normal weather. So again, a lot of ifs, ands, or buts overnight. That's helping the grain markets rally. It's helping the stock market rally. It's weighing on the dollar. The proof is in the pudding, and whether or not we actually get these deals, that's helping prices overnight. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.